Today, a radish becomes scallop. Paired with creamy feta and cold roe, this dish is delicate, rich, and surprisingly easy. We start by making a broth. Rinse the chicken feet under hot water until the water runs clear. This removes blood and impurities that would cloud the stock. Cover the chicken feet with cold water and bring it to a simmer. Cold water helps the impurities clump, which makes skimming easier. Continue simmering for another 60 minutes to extract some collagen, which slowly turns into gelatin. Skim off any remaining scum. Chicken feet are used because they provide gelatin and a light flavor, and that's what gives the daikon a scallop-like texture later. Scoop out the feet, and we're left with this clear gelatin-rich broth with a little rendered fat for the daikon. As the daikon cooks later, it absorbs that gelatin, making the inside softer, bouncier, and less watery, with a gentle savoriness. Cover the broth and we can start preparing the daikon. Cut the daikon into thick chunks about 3 fingers wide. They shrink as they cook, so cutting thick ensures each piece still looks like a scallop at the end. I only discard the very top and bottom parts that I trim off. The one piece near the end that I set aside will be used as a tester. Later, I'll pierce it first to check doneness without damaging the main pieces. Next, peel the daikon. Slide the knife under the side surface and rotate the daikon as you peel the skin. Keep the skin and drop them into the broth for extra sweetness and depth. This takes a bit of practice, but it gives clean, rounded edges, which helps each piece sell the scallop illusion. After peeling, I trim just the top edge to round it off even more. Then I score a light crosshatch about 1/4 of the way down. It helps the daikon absorb more of that broth as it cooks, and later it gives you that beautiful sear pattern. Add half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon into the broth, then the daikon skins and pieces. Top up the broth with just enough water to cover the daikon pieces. Cover and bring it to a gentle boil for 30 minutes. Halfway through, give everything a stir so the pieces cook evenly. The gelatin-rich broth adds viscosity to the moisture inside the daikon, and that's what makes the daikon softer, bouncier, and less watery. After 30 minutes, check the tester piece. If it pierces easily with no resistance, the larger pieces will have the correct texture. Remove the daikon and let it dry. Keep the broth. Pat the top dry as the dry surface will give a better sear. While the daikon dries, cut the feta cheese into small cubes and set it aside. We'll plate it with the daikon later. Slice the garlic for garnish. Garlic burns fast, so sear it quickly on one side until it turns golden. Discard any burnt pieces. Now back to the daikon. Sear it pattern side down over medium heat. Then press gently to make sure the surface makes full contact. That's how you get a clean sear. As soon as the top side is golden brown, flip it over and add in a knob of butter. As soon as it melts, pour in some of the broth and let it braise uncovered for 1 minute. Drop in a sprig of rosemary. Cover and braise for about 3 minutes. Right before plating, take a cod roast sack and cut it in half. To plate, start with a piece of daikon steak, followed by the half cod roast sack beside it, then 2 cubes of feta cheese on the other side, and finish with the fried garlic as garnish. The proportions are deliberate, the same quantity of each ingredient per bite. To eat it, I cut the daikon in half, cut the roast sack in half, then build one mouthful, one skewer with one of each ingredient. And it eats in layers. First, you taste the daikon. Savory, a little sweet with an almost scallop-like texture. Then the cod roe hits with salt and umami. The feta melts in for creaminess, and the fried garlic finishes it with a smoky, nutty flavor. Everything harmonizes in one bite.